Locked? Probably went out somewhere. Gato. Translates as watch out or there is danger. An outsider would probably wonder why a Sujidaro is drawn on this sign. They wouldn't realize that Sujis are not always calm creatures. Anything sudden scares them almost to death. For example, it happens pretty often when cresting a hill. An amber, a famous Latorium type of apple. They make a local cider from them, and then sell it around the world. There is a Veve scribbled on the light pole, which doesn't say much to me. Nobody in the camp loves the family that lives here. Not only are they outcasts, but they also allegedly smuggled from Valeria. I'll bet on anything the hill campers made up the smuggling part by themselves. Arrows are everywhere. The family that lives here is obviously preparing for war. Parbar are obsessed with rugs. They have beach rugs, day rest rugs, picnic rugs, fair rugs, dish rugs, and they're all spread outside because there isn't enough space for them in Vardo. When I was a kid, my mom constantly was telling me that I shouldn't hang around the hydrangea because grass were snakes lived in the bushes. So I started spending days there because I wanted to catch a couple for myself, but I haven't ever seen even ordinary snakes. Huh, wow. Alec finally changed the plank out for a padlock, and even drew a Veve. Huh. Creebatoon, the guardian of the dead. That is the name of all dead graveyard cats like this one. Hello, Creebatoon. How are you? Sunbathing still? You look fabulous. Good old sleeping sentinel. He's like the partner of a regular sentinel who looks after the camp. I see he has obtained more clocks during the past few years. Of course, he's considered a guardian of the border between the flat and the stream, but actually he isn't. It's a fence. Cemetery is this way. By tradition, one can only visit in the afternoon when the shadows lengthen. That is when we come closer to our deceased relatives or something like that. I don't remember.
Well, looky who's here. And where were you loitering around yesterday? Did you forget about the birthday?
Sorry. Happy birthday?
Say that to Roscoe, not me. And while you're at it, you can apologize to him yourself too. I've been persuading him to invite you to the party for so long and you simply forgot.
I didn't forget, Ramonia, honestly. Just a whole bunch of stuff turned up.
You know what? I still can't figure you out. Do you want Brillo to start being nice to you or what?
Undoubtedly.
Then I remind you, your aunt's opinion isn't influenced by anyone except her beloved elder son, and Vander can't help you in any way either.
What does Vander have to do with it?
Just look at him. What does Vander have to do with it? Alex saw you continually yo-yo back and forth to the greenhouse. Did you decide to help him tie up the tomatoes? You're chasing moonbeams. He won't defend you against Brillo for that.
I was only trying to help him. He wouldn't have made it on his own. And I am aware of how easy it is to lose credibility with Auntie. She would have shown him the door and shunned him.
Roscoe was waiting for you, and when you didn't come, he said he wasn't going to chase you like a special guest. Luckily, you didn't see his face. I don't remember such a wry, and at the same time mad and resentful, kisser. You hurt him deeply, Roya, and I was sticking up for you so hard, you know?
But I wasn't even at the camp. I went into the fields.
Even worse, don't take it into your head to blab that to him. Tell me, what actually happened? Did you and Vander kill someone? I heard of such things.
How's my pretty girl doing? So, you go on walking trips now? And how far?
Not especially. Hey, sorry that I didn't come to your birthday party.
Never mind. Ask me to go on a trip with you next time, Valvale. I broil meat freaking awesomely.
Got it. Do you mind if I go? I need to take care of something.
Go. Go. Beware of wolves, hero.
What?
I'm saying, be careful. You lounge about forests at night. That's not good. I'd hate to find your bare corpse somewhere under a birch.
Uh-huh, I'll try. Thanks, Roscoe. Not every camp has its own stage, so the mystics drag them along with them. It's useful, in a sense, because everything that doesn't fit into a Vardo will definitely fit onto such a colossus. Ah, this is one of the Latorian serpents, a two-headed serpent. One head is called Yesterday, and the other is Tomorrow. These signs are made of metal and glass. They are pretty pricey. Would you look at that, a sign with a rook. Lazy is busy. It's best not to disturb her or she gets angry. How many people? Did they all come here to hear about how to expel the Mad Rook? Or are they just onlookers? Is it just me, or is that guy looking at me? Nah, that's just my imagination. What's this piano for? The sign says, "Do not enter." I won't. The smallest, cheapest, and most typical Vardo you can imagine. Hey. Whose pole is this?
Dad's.
What? Was he found?
Actually, it's a Mound of the Lost. Here the poles of everyone who disappeared are set up. But there are no dead bodies under them, and it's anyone's guess where they are, or if they're dead.
And how long has this mound been here? I don't remember it. It wasn't here before, when I left for Nauri.
The pole for Dad was set up today, in fact. It turns out it was ordered long ago, but became possible to set up only now, and Emerald said, "Why had they buried him? He's not dead! I know it!"
And how do you know that?
Dad vanished not long ago, so little time has passed. Some returned even later.
It depends, Sunshine. There are also accidents. And to some, a thing happens that makes them get too scared and run, till they find themselves at the back of the beyond. And then they look around, laugh wonderingly, and say, "Wow, how did I end up here?" They don't even remember what's taken place, and that's the kind of reaction to stress it is. So, how do you know Milosh is alive?
I didn't say he's alive. I simply...
Have a hunch?
Listen, I know what's become of him, but don't tell anyone, okay? Not anyone! Dad isn't dead, nor is he alive. He's turned into a ghost. It's true!
Whatever gave you that idea, sweetie pie?
I heard his voice one night, and followed it. Found myself at the top of the cliff, but the voice faded there, like the wind among the birches. The living can't call that way, and the dead can't all the more. They're silent, but ghosts are capable of anything.
And what happened next?
Next, I went home.
That's all?
On my way back, I noticed lights in the forest, as though candles were burning. I came up closer and saw somebody's celebration. Everyone was laughing and chatting, but it wasn't clear what about.
Really? Somebody gathered to sit down in the middle of the night just like that?
The sky seemed to be lighter above the tables as if the evening were young.
You were there?
No, Yes, I was. First I saw the light as though it were the moon through the trees, and then I met some character and went to the party. To my birthday party.
Impossible. No, that's impossible. You're making this up, aren't you?
But that's the absolute truth. There was Sarai at the party, and they all were my friends. Look here, there was a book about jewelry materials. My dad had signed it for me.
No, Serban. Stop it. You don't know what you're talking about. You weren't there.
My Sarai friends and I were talking about constellations, about the crown of leaves, and they were calling the holiday Tigladera. I remember everything very clearly. Why won't you believe me? Why would I lie?
That wasn't happening to you.
You don't believe me because you consider me a child, right? For the record, I'm a teenager. And no more calling me Sunshine or I'll be calling you Ufeso. You understand?
Okay, I see. Fair enough, Serban. I believe you. What happened next?
Nothing happened. I went home, and later on stumbled over something and fell.
Was that when you fell and hurt your eye?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so down in the dumps? Come on, smile. I have an offering for Paul Milosh.
Oh, excellent choice. Such a wine can impress those even in Nowry.
Dad's favorite. Saw him ever in the company of this babe. In the past, I wouldn't have resisted either. But the boy's grown up, become a man, developed brass bells. Will. That's the main thing. Will and independence. Are you fond of wine, Rui?
My sole passion is coffee.
Coffee is the thing I never managed to ditch either. And should I even? Rui, do you think we should ditch coffee?
Everyone's hinting zealously that's where the cause of my insomnia lies, but I have rather slim faith in that.
Drink it mornings, not nights, and things will straighten out. However, I admit, you have such a cheerful air that I suggest you go and help Mom dig up vegetable patches at once.
That wouldn't be productive. Brila keeps me out of her precious garden. Besides, Vander does a great job of digging up patches, too.
And rightly so. Stick around and watch this little concert. There's going to be some show about mystics and magic and all that hogwash. I heard you like those sort of things. Come along, Kumad.
Wait a moment.
In dearth of thy blessing, rest I the shandom from upon thy tomb. Thy shang within this house resides. Lo do I bear it from thy lafar yonder. Pray that it shan't provoke thy wrath, for I bear not upon thee ill will. It just seemed like it should be said. Good morning. Are you?
Yes, I am exactly who I am, the sacrificer of hearts. Anush, so named by the sun.
The sacrificer of... So what is it you do, exactly?
That title isn't ringing any bells? Oh, okay. I knew I should have chosen something else. Marriage registrar sounds very dull and unremarkable.
Ah, so you register marriages. I seriously thought you were calling yourself a heartbreaker. Kinda like it's a clever joke or something? You don't actually eat hearts, right?
You see, I may be from El Bayama, and although Maitri love a variety of rituals and other fun with organs, I am not interested in these things. I like the loftier matters that bring wealth, spiritual wealth, I mean. Such as love, for example. I travel the world and absolutely legally marry off those who want it while deliberately transgressing social class borders. I destroy morganatic marriages. How do you like that idea? Interested?
Did you say you travel the world? What places did you visit?
Many places. Ayala High, Nauri, Bilaria, wherever Zahash can go.
Do you have a watch?
Of course. Every self-respecting wanderer has at least one of them. Here, take a look. Truly El Bayamian, made of desert gold. The most famous masters from the Awaji Nome made them. Beautiful, I'd say.
I want to buy, to exchange something for one of them.
You were going to say buy. I almost heard this word come off your tongue.
I just don't have any money, that's all.
That's a shame. So you won't help me with my business either.
Things aren't going well for you?
They are going dreadfully. I've scarcely collected a handful of questionnaires, and no one was interested in the services of my mini agency. Are all Parbas so shy?
There is always a chance they are put off by your prices.
I have reasonable prices. My agency just lacks a good example. Imagine a world without unsuccessful marriages, every family in love and complete understanding. No controversy over tastes, politics, or religion. Let's take a girl who loves blood sacrifices, for example. These are allowed in Latri, right?
So you can find a match for anyone, yes. What about a Saurai?
Are you telling me that there is a Saurai somewhere close by, right now, who is eager to marry a mortal? Can I see them? The Saurai, I mean.
Side note here, everyone. I forgot that there was a quest involved in this. There's lore involved that I have to go back to chapter 1 to understand, or the DLC at least. So I'm sorry this is confusing. Please bear with me. You'll get it in a second, and then I will go back later to do chapter 1's DLC, or at least the part I missed, to make sense with this one. So please be patient and thank you. No, I said that wrong. I have a friend who loves Saurai in the flat and needs, well, a travel partner.
Excellent. Wonderful. I will find a suitable candidate for them, and we will arrange a marriage. My agency will finally get its first 2 clients. I shall have to give them a discount, though, but that's okay. Don't worry. I'll pay you as well. I'll give you my fantastic exclusive watch.
This is my chance to help Candy escape death in the stream. It's even more fortunate that I happened to come across this Anush guy. If I were running around the camp asking if anyone wants to marry a lake horse, I would have a lot of problems. More than usual. Here, take a catalog. I drew it up literally an hour ago. There are almost all hill campers in there. Well, those who agreed to share their information. I'll leave you to read this, as I need to go and adequately calculate everything. Robin, hobbies, dancing, supernatural. A nice guy, eager to find a mistress of the house, experienced in various fields. So, do you like supernatural things, Robin? Great! Get ready, because I'm going to fulfill your wish. I think I found a groom that fits. Charming. When you finish chatting with him, don't forget to come back to me so I can set up the wedding ceremony. I have all the necessary documents with me. There could be no doubt they are official. But about the flowers and decorations, you will have to figure it out yourself. By the way, how do you like the portraits in the catalog? I drew them myself. Great portraits, top class. Everyone says so. And that's a lie, obviously. Okay, I'll wait for you here. Come back to him with candy. Straha's feathers, how will I manage that? It seems that sooner or later I will have to reveal all the details to Anush. Well, that or ask Candy how the samurai gets out of the situations like these. Hello, you're Robin, right?
Yes, it's great that you know me. Yes, great. I know you too. You are Rui.
I hear you're a big fan of the supernatural.
Yes, Rui, you see, I'm a nice guy, but everyone laughs at me. How do I deserve it, I ask?
I understand. I often ask myself the same question.
I don't deserve it, buddy. You have to understand that there are all sorts of simpletons, and they make up almost 100% of the people in Shangla. I'm not one of them, yes. I am a special guy. It has been clear to everyone for a long time already. Keep in mind, an ordinary girl won't suit me.
Yeah, I got that. Tell me, if you suddenly found out that your wife could be a real samurai, how would you feel about it?
Samurai? Yes. That almost happened to me once. The day I lost my wallet, yes. I went to the tent, and there was a girl who fell in love with me. And then it became clear that this was a samurai that just pretended to look like a Sahash. But then she disappeared. It didn't work out for us.
What if the samurai I'm talking about won't disappear?
Buddy, that would be cool. I have already said that I am a nice guy and not a simpleton.
Then you should know this marriage will doom you. No, not like that. You have to agree to certain conditions.
Rui, you know, everyone imposes conditions. Everyone is trying to take command, but you have to be a man, right? As a man, you also impose conditions, and then everything works like it should.
Then listen, a samurai marriage is not exactly the same as that of us mortals. It's kind of like a deal. When you give the samurai a token, you open the way to the stream for them so that they can live there as freely as we mortals do. Are you listening to me?
Do you think if I don't look straight into your eyes that I'm not listening to you, or what? Yes?
Sorry. So, this deal has several pitfalls. Along with your gift, the samurai will also take half of your life, but at the moment when you are at death's door, it is in your power to either release the samurai by uttering a special phrase, or make them die with you.
Everyone involved in this deal is offering something equal, right? I give something to the samurai gives something to me. So, what does the samurai offer?
I don't know. I can ask her.
Then do that. I won't agree to a deal where I offer something, but I don't get anything in return.